What's good, it's Eli Bands, and I'm back in here. My phone's on 13, so I'm gonna make this video quick. But even have people on Snapchat, you know, like, where's this video? All right, so I got something in the mail today. Got something in the mail, and it is from ACLJ. I won't be silent. I stand for faith and freedom. So let's get this out real quick. Okay, that right there. Is that it? Oh, I think I left it in the, no. Here it is, here it is. Picture of Charlie Kirk on there. Like, hold on. Yeah, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Alright, alright, alright. So, this, with your gift today that you will defend prayer at the Supreme Court, you will stand for religious liberty, you will empower Christian students and teachers who are being silenced and maligned. You will protect, defend the America that our founding fathers envisioned, where citizens alike have the fundamental right to speak freely. And you guys recently seen, literally up in UK, how that one, I can't remember the guy on the stage or whatever, he was saying that they are going to get digital marks, that you're going to have a digital mark on your hand or your head to go buy food, electronics, and you won't be able to use money. Money won't be a thing anymore, so you'll be using electronics to pay for your food all on your hand. That's the mark of the beast. It's a sign of it. So this right here, they're putting out flyers to silence Christian faith. This is insane. So another thing, I wanted to put it out here, they even gave me a bunch of cards. I wrote a whole thing down. So let's get into it. Freemasonry. What is Freemasonry? Freemasonry, that what they want to tell you is Freemasonry is not a secret group. It's just a little group, and all they care about is growth and spiritual alignment. And they fund health cares, and they do this and that, and you know, they start funding things like churches and certain little things that make them seem like they actually care about this world. Most of this world is ran by Freemasons. We've had 14 presidents ran by Freemasons: George Washington, James Monroe, Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, James Buchanan, Andrew Johnson, James A. Garfield, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard, whatever that is, Warren G. Harding, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry Truman, Lyndon B. Johnson, which is still affiliated with the Masonics. And this is the USA. This is your president. Donald Trump is not a Freemason. But what is crazy to me is, after Charlie Kirk died and his wife went up on there on stage, why was she wearing a Freemasonry ring? She had two of them on. A G. The G ring. And the Freemasonry logo ring. Like, we got, look, you see this? We got the pyramid. A world is ran by 13 families, and Rothschilds is on the top. They are the top one that runs this world, including with BlackRock. And what they do is every year, it's about every year, they have rituals. They'll go in this little room. It's either whatever house, I don't even know, the Washington, D.C. house, whatever place they go in. They have a table, and they sit in a circle, and they have a chair in the middle of the room for Satan. And they manifest it. They sit there using black magic and manifesting for Satan so they can get growth in spiritual alignment. Spiritual alignment. And what's crazy, in John 5:19, John 1:5-19, it says, we know that we are children of God, and that the whole world is under the control of the evil one, which is who obviously is the evil one, Satan. He got casted down to earth, and he's been running this earth for so long. And now let's get back into the Freemasonry. So they got Freemasonry. You remember the Pope? He passed away recently. Well, you ever seen the black and white Pope on there? One's wearing black and the other Pope's wearing white. They believe in manifestation on good and bad. The Pope is bad and the white for the other Pope is good. Not saying that they're bad people. I'm just saying that that's what they believe. And Jesus don't work like that. There is no two gods. You either have one God and that's it. And the checkerboards, you even seen Cardi B, you've seen, that's the only one I can think of right now, but you've seen like all these other, you've seen these rappers, and there's always a checkerboard logo or some kind of black and white, or they'll be doing this, or you'll be seeing them doing this, or they'll be like, yeah, this, or they'll do this, they'll throw up these signs. That is the goat god. It's a god about killing children. Like, they do that one. They do the Satan, Illuminati, Freemasonries. They do all that. And what's crazy is they know that they're going to lose. Like, this video might get taken down, but they know they're going to lose, and which is crazy. And all my friends, a lot of family, they think I'm crazy. They think, oh, you're just looking at conspiracy theories. Yeah, majority of these conspiracy theories right now are completely true, and it's literally evidence. And then you're like, oh, your evidence. My evidence is right here. Like, and then they want to, like, I love y'all, but, like, y'all need to wake up. Y'all just think reality is this, sitting here in a house, paying bills until we're dead. That's what everyone thinks this world is. And then they want to be like, oh, just leave it alone. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, we can. Christian faith is literally getting attacked. Nigeria, over 100,000 Christians killed every day. They literally tried to send an army out there to pro or anti-kill, Christians, and they had an army set out there literally with Jesus patches and everything. And that's a problem. They refused it because they know that they're going to get Draco down, and because we stand on faith, we stand on our salvation, we stand for Jesus Christ, and they think, oh, just because we're here now, you all can't do anything about it. These 13 families that run this world think, oh, y'all can't do anything about it. They think that before Jesus shows up, they're going to bring one world government. They're going to use holograms to manipulate y'all and us. And Antichrist is going to try to run this world, and Jesus ain't going to have it. And this is all set in motion. Like, this is all supposed to happen. This world is falling apart. Not saying it's supposed, like, it's a good thing, but it's set in motion. And, Satan running these people, George Washington, like, literally all these people, Satan is just running through them and just making them do absolutely terrible things. And I bet Freemasonry wasn't a bad thing back then. It was just a little group that they had that was secret, and no one really did, and all they did was help. And then we had people come in and be like, oh, it's a secret group, just like the Illuminati, and they came in there and just made some bullshit up and said, oh, we got pedophiles, like, one's a pedophile, one murders, and then this one does that, and this one does that. So they use these groups to hide them, and they're so rich, and they got so much money. They paid their they paid their way out. They just pay their way out. Not my cousin, but they literally pay their way out. Literally pay their way out. And it's insane. And, yeah. So, basically, that's this video. Yeah. It's just exposing. It might get taken down. It might get canceled. I don't care. It's whatever. I'm protected by the blood and lamb of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And, yeah. So, they try to silence us. They silenced, I'm pretty sure that Charlie Kirk's death was a Masonic ritual because his wife was wearing a Freemasonry thing. You can't join the Freemasonry and believe in Jesus because they believe in self-growth. They don't care about the faith and salvation. They don't care about all that. They care about self-growth and how much they can get from you. That's why this world is ran the way it is. And my light just went off. That's why the world is ran the way it is. So, yeah.